Gideon's Army is hoping that a city board meeting here this evening will approve $750,000 in new funding for its efforts to interrupt violence in North Nashville. Certainly a worthy goal. But this recently released police investigation concludes that Gideon's Army employee Cleveland Shaw was a big-time drug dealer working out of the same neighborhood where he was hired to keep the peace. Cleveland Shaw's life ended here along Clarksville Pike in April 2021 in a hail of gunfire. Inside his three-wheel vehicle, police found 3 high-powered weapons. Gideon's Army memorialized the 29-year-old Shaw as a neighborhood hero.
Cleveland is a sacrifice for Dodge City Project.
A hero who is trying to keep the peace in North Nashville's Cumberland View housing development. But investigators say they looked at Shaw's electronic devices and, quote, there was an abundance of drug-related communication, so much so it's apparent Cleveland was a high-level drug dealer in Nashville, more specifically in the Cumberland View apartments. The report continues. Cleveland's communication details his operation of selling mostly gas, perks, and tabs, which is marijuana, Percocet, and Lortabs, selling from My Spot and referring to his location as the City. That's a reference to the neighborhood's nickname, Dodge City. And, quote, it's apparent MDHA's Cumberland View apartments was Shaw's favorite area for drug sales.
Gideon's Army is an organization of second chances.
Did it ever concern you that Cleveland might be using Gideon's Army?
No. No, not at all.
Gideon's Army founder Rashida Fatuga had defended the alliance with Shaw, who our investigation discovered had headed a street gang known as Dodge City Young Gunners, DCYG for short. After his death, Gideon's Army shared this video where neighborhood children talked about how Shaw had showered them with money. Where did you think he was getting his money?
We didn't ask because he didn't do that for us. He did that for the community.
Well, Gideon's Army had signed a contract with the city to help improve police relations in the neighborhood. The latest report concludes Shaw had a different agenda. Quote, communication was found where Shaw and others would warn one another about police being in an area. One of the issues that this city board is considering is how such groups can hire people who have the credibility to interrupt violence in these communities, yet still hold their own employees accountable for their actions. Of course, we'll have more on this meeting coming up at 10.
Phil. And you can see all of Phil's Gideon's Army's investigations at newschannel5.com/Gideon's Army. And if you know of anything we should investigate, send us your tips. The email address investigate@newschannel5.com.